Good morning. Now I am going to discuss about the history of hybrid electric vehicles. So history means how it is established, how it is invented, and how it got progressed over these years. So this deals with the history of hybrid electric vehicles. So if you see this diagram, see here you can see in the 1769. So in the 1769, this is the origin of steam engines. So here initially steam engines have been invented. So and that means by using the steam, the engines were worked, engines were run. So after that later in 1806, here the first internal combustion engines on fuel gas. So by using this fuel gas, the normal engines, normal vehicles, those are cars, bikes, all these are which we are using now are nothing but the internal combustion engines, IC engines. So on the fuel gas-based first internal combustion engines were established in the year 1806. So under from that 1860 there is a first successful gas driven engine has been established. Under 1860 this gas driven vehicle engine has been invented. After that there is a huge production, there is a lack of this gases, that means fuel gas that is not available. So they thought that this on depending on the fuel, on the gas, it is very difficult for us to uh, for us to move in the coming years. So this gas can be drained off. So they thought like that, and they have the now they wanted to invent some other engine which we can move. That means their vehicles which we don't have to use any fuel gas. So from there the study has been started for the electric vehicles. And under 1893, the first gasoline powered car has been invented. And from that time, they have studied, and 1912. This is the main point where the electric vehicles has been developed. So from 1862 and in the mid of 1924, there is electric vehicle, huge demand of electric vehicles. They all are thinking about the electric vehicles only. But what happened is from the 1924 there is a sufficient amount of gasoline engine, and to refuel the tank. That means if the fuel is over, you can refuel the vehicle tank within 2 or 5 minutes. That means you can see in the petrol bunks, if you want to refuel the tank, it will take 5 minutes or a maximum of 10 minutes. So that means, and the refueling is very much easy. Whereas for the electric vehicle, the energy source here used is nothing but a battery. But if the battery is drained off, if you want to charge that battery, it will take much amount of time. That means 5 to 10 hours time. Some batteries will take 5 hours, some batteries will take 8 hours, some batteries will take 10 hours. So that means any battery cannot be charged within minutes of time. It will take several hours of time. So based on the refueling problems and some other problems, and also huge availability of the fuel gases. So this made what happened is EV to disappear. So from the 1924, there is no one who are thinking about the electric vehicles. So the gasoline cars dominated the market. So this is the domination. This period is nothing but the domination of gasoline cars. So from 1924 to 1960, no one is thinking about the electric vehicles. From 1960, they have a serious discussion to develop the electric vehicles. To develop the electric vehicles, so that from the electric vehicles, that means there is a noise problem is there, and also the fuel problem. There is a scarcity of fuel. So based on all these problems, they thought of to improve these electric vehicles only. So from 1960, 1970, limited production of electric vehicles has been done. And in incorporate technology advance into EV design. So different technologies they are used and improved the electric vehicles. And 1990, this is the first generation of electric vehicles. So from 1990, all are thinking about the electric vehicles only. How you are going to, how we can develop these electric vehicles, how different types of models we can bring in. So all these are came under the 1990. That is nothing but the first generation of electric vehicles. And under 2000, there are different hybrids eclipse EV and increasing level as gas supplies demand. So under 2000, they thought that only depending on battery is not sufficient because the battery driven vehicles will run for only 100 kilometers or 150 kilometers. More than that, it is not required. It is if you fully charge the battery of the electric vehicle, it can travel only maximum of 100 kilometers or 120 kilometers. So, if you want to go for a long journey, these vehicles are not that much superior. So, what they thought is they can mix of these electric vehicles and also the fuels. That means battery-driven vehicles plus the diesel vehicles. So, what they have done is combination of this IC engine as well as the battery electric motor. They made a hybrid. So, hybrid means two different sources are there, and hybrid electric vehicles means one is definitely electric motor and the other one is IC engine. This IC engine can be driven either by the diesel or electric motor like that. So this is about the history of the electric vehicles and also the hybrid electric vehicles. So this is the history of hybrid electric vehicles. Okay, thank you.